A corps of U.S. Army National Guards, engineers from Petaluma, California.
It's not every day you get to wear your pajamas.
They've trained for this, but for some, this is their first time doing it for real.
You guys have identified any casualties?
The official term, search and extraction, but they all know what their job really is.
Like, like bathtubs, mattresses, things like that.
They're looking for bodies, and the challenge they're facing seems almost insurmountable. It's hard to overstate the scale of the devastation, the smell of burning wood and melting plastic. Here and there, reminders of a happier time, but hot spots still remain. Walking through this wrecked town of Paradise, you get a sense of the challenge facing those searching for victims. So many homes so close together, so many cars to check, so much wreckage and ash to sift through. Because the remains are often so badly incinerated, they have to be identified by teams of anthropologists, some of them university students.
We're trying to determine the difference between human remains and non-human remains, because it can be extremely difficult in these fires to make that differentiation for those of us that are untrained.
Like I said, guys, we'll just search this property.
The soldiers' first assignment, a farmhouse. This isn't a random stop. Relatives called authorities to say their loved one who lives here is missing. So, into the debris they go. Painstaking work. The message from those in charge of the search, please be patient.
This is a daunting task. We feel really bad for the people that don't know what happened to their loved ones. We want to give them some answers.
Out there in the rubble, a discovery, bones. So out comes the coroner. The good news? Animal, not human bones. So it's back into the farm fields, ghosts in the mist. Privately, one soldier told me he's torn, hoping he would find someone and hoping he wouldn't. Kim Brunhuber, CBC News, Paradise, California.
Now, there are many Canadians who may understand what Californians are going through. And even at the extreme other end of the continent, a woman in Newfoundland has been touched in a very personal way. She's missing loved ones who disappeared after fleeing Paradise. And her best hope now, social media.
There's nothing left. They did, as far as we know, they are evacuated. Sorry.
It's been a hard few days for Megan Janes. Her uncle, Randy Dodge, and his wife, Paula, have been missing since last week. Janes, who has dual Canadian-American citizenship, has been glued to Twitter ever since, asking if anyone affected by that fire knows where they are.
They were late evacuating, but their vehicles were there. But that I don't know the circumstances of how they left or who they left with.
But despite being a continent away from the fire zone, her Twitter campaign has gained a lot of traction.
There's people actually in California making calls on my behalf.
And to pay that kindness forward, Janes has effectively turned her Twitter feed into an information hub for others with missing loved ones.
I'm driving probably everybody crazy. I'm posting nonstop. And because I'm posting and saying the address and saying who's missing, people have found their family, but also some people have not, which is the hard part because I feel for them and they feel for me.
Officials warn it'll be days before people can get back into Paradise because of the air quality. But of course, we will keep a close eye on this story and we'll let you know if Megan does find her relatives.